You know, I think a sad fact is that modern society tries to put the death and the process of dying into a closet. If you think about giving birth, which is the other end of the cycle of life, there's tremendous preparation, there's tremendous celebration. But if you really look at the other end of the spectrum, we try to hide from it, ignore it, and we really don't know how to handle it.
My middle son, Stephen, was diagnosed with a glioblastoma tumor in his brain. They put him in ICU. They were afraid that he was going to stop breathing. They told us that we needed to go ahead and decide what we wanted to do. If we took him off the machine, he wouldn't breathe. So we made the decision to unhook him, and he kept right on breathing, and he woke up, and he wasn't the same, but he was still Stephen. One of the nurses suggested that we contact Big Bend Hospice. Well, actually, she said she'd contact Big Bend Hospice for us.
My dad passed away when I was 9 from cancer, so we came here, my sister and I, doing the children's grief program. We're sitting here like 6, 7, 8-year-olds, and we've lost someone very important, and it's especially hard to grieve because just naturally we don't really know how to yet. We're just having a conversation versus me feeling like I was forced into talking to my feelings with my family. For some reason, talking to that stranger just felt more natural.
So as a clinician here at Big Bend Hospice, I've seen music therapy affect families and patients in so many different ways. Some people will say, you know, I felt like the time for joy and the time to remember who my mother and my father was past, but I realized in music therapy that they're still very much alive and still very much with me, and there were so many moments that we were able to have together that I didn't expect.
As a matter of fact, I came in this room right here and I laid down on the floor, and at that point I was done. Physically, emotionally, I was just finished. I was mad at God, I was mad at everybody. I laid down on the floor, and sometime later the door opened. I thought maybe it was my wife or one of my children coming to check on me, and I actually felt a presence next to me, and somebody laid down and hugged me. Well, it was Diane, the nurse here at hospice.
Everybody loves here, everybody cares here, everybody wants to see everybody do better and grow. Everybody remembers my name. I don't even come here anymore. They ask my mom about my sister and I. It goes so much farther than in their workplace, like they carry it with them in their lives.
I feel like hospice helped us, you know, make it to where those last moments were more enjoyable and not so traumatizing, you know, for the family, for him, for everyone involved, you know.
The actual physical care is probably the easiest part of what hospice clinical teams do, that it's all the other supportive care that we provide that is usually missing in other types of care that is provided through home health care or with facilities. And that's the emotional, the psychosocial, the spiritual care of not only the patient, but anyone that cares for that patient in any way.
We believe this is our calling, we believe this is our mission, and it's more than just a job for us. We want to be there for you and do the very best we can for the community and for our patients every day.
Our hospice house belongs to the 8 counties that we serve because it was built completely by donations from the communities. So they own these buildings, and our job is to do what they need and want us to do.
You know, hospice is not just a place to go and die. It's also a place to heal, too, because it heals families. And it helped heal our family.
I had worked for hospice for over 10 years before my family had a personal experience, my in-laws. And I'll always remember when we got his mother to the hospice house the very first time, my husband looked at me and he said, "I had no idea that this is what you do." And he understood how much it means to patients and to families for us to be there for them when they need us.
You can always count on us. Today, we are asking you to be there for us. Can we count on you? Your generosity and support will help Big Bend Hospice continue to provide essential programs like children's bereavement support, music therapy, comprehensive patient family care, and so much more.